season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Who the hell got time to take pictures of people on the chat like this?
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Yo, that was man. But hold on, I'm in the middle of this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, running back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
Ready on 3.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2, 3.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Follow here. So I can focus on this game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Yeah.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere
3,
near that, bringing up 4th
2,
down.
Yeah, they were sniffing
1,
out that
hit
marker,
it.
didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say. When you're running the big-time races, means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's 7-0 over the 7-0 over Dallas already.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Man, Marley, is this shit going to clear up?
Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
What?
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here goes that.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here goes that. Mike 51, and watch the lane. Here we go.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
He's coming. Double up. Check, lady. Hey, lady.
Off of play action, Darnold going for it all. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jets will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. After the penalty, it's Bell. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, Delta. Mike 54.
Darnold from the gun. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Bell. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First carry for Trenton Cannon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
And a Cowboy first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
Gallman will run it. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down with Cannon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
One more time, it's Cannon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Gallman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans.
Hey, kill. 27. Wild Bill. My 52. Check pass. Off. 52, my 52. Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Bell. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
The Jets on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 4th down, Darnold. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Here's Gallman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gallman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's got this down to the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yo. Oh, my. Come on, P. Where you at, P?
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got
2012.
the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
My running back fumbled the ball when I was driving.
Just about sealed the deal.
Nah, they took Zeke out in the 1st quarter on a crazy play for some reason.
Oh, he got hurt?
Yeah. I needed Zeke.
They did indeed.
Big
he
time.
delivered the tough yards.
Yeah, Zeke be lying. He be pushing that team, my nigga.
It was a good game, though. I had to use the first quarter to adjust to his run game.
Every game I don't watch, Marley. Yeah.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
You trying to go over the top with a pass?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter.
And then my running back down, I got the down first down. Running back caught that bitch up.
Game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League.
You got that run off in the first half, the 2nd half.
And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, they improved to 5-0 now on the
and even show it was a penalty on the play. They didn't even show Zeke got hurt to after I damn accepted the penalty.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,
they like Zeke out for the rest of the game. I'm like, well, damn.
On the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem
you ain't see him get hurt on that play. He just got tackled. That was it. That shit happened so fast.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the
you
NFL
ain't seen
on
none of
EA
that
Sports.
Shit. Man, but damn, Adams
Hey,
can't. But Adams can't get no big time hits. I'm like, come on, man. Nah, they disrespecting Adams. That's all that is.
Where your stream at?
See, look at that shit, man. Both my damn backups was getting busy. That could have all been Zeke yards right there. Both my backups was getting busy. If I would have had Zeke out there, man, shit. Hell nah, they ain't run better than Zeke. That's because I had to adjust. I had to adjust to your defense. Once I paid attention to what was the hole in your defense, I said, shit. Like I said, I was running them stretches at first. Then after I got down, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and attack this hole.